I was thinking the other day about
Probably.
that bass fisherman who was stuffing the fish with lead weights. And some
Mhm.
people were like acting like that was no big deal. I'm like, you don't understand. That guy's life's over. That guy's life's over almost to the level that a life is over when he gets found out. This guy was a celebrity, professional, I'll say athlete who had fans, friends, and wealth and privilege and success. And all of that has been taken away. And he has the antithesis of that now. He is hated, maligned, abandoned, and found out. And now there's criminal charges too. They're taking back all the shit he won.
Are there? They should.
Yes. I saw
cheated
the other day.
They're
like cops are at his house. I think they were repoing stuff, or maybe there's like criminal
like
charges.
You can
I don't
use
know.
steroids in the UFC, and all you get is a timeout for like 6 months.
You get in the fucking Hall of Fame.
Months. Yeah, that too. But you put weights in a fish, somehow that seems like a more assured level of cheat. Like it's worse.
Yeah, it would be the equivalent of like hurting your opponent in the UFC out of the ring or something. It's like, whoa, you're not even. You didn't just use fancy bait. It's not like you used fancy bait. It's not like you used an illegal rig. Like I'm talking about like a fishing rig. Like, your rod wasn't out of spec. You didn't use stimulants so you could fish longer than somebody else. No, you put fucking lead in a fish. You didn't even bring fake fish. You put lead in a goddamn fish.
No, I don't know what's true, but I read that he bought those fish and put them in the water for him to collect later.
He bought fish fillets of the same kind from the store and then stuffed fish fillets with the lead into the fish he caught.
And put them in the lake. And then he drove around with his boat and collected the pre-weighted fish and passed them off as just caught.
Just the laziest thing to do. And to be like that, to be that arrogant with it.
It's creative. It's ingenious.
He's a businessman doing business, Taylor. I wish you'd stop maligning him.
Yeah, but if I like the amount of weight that he added to it was hilarious. Did you see like the group of fish? There was like 37 pounds. Like it wasn't even realistic. It's
We're
like
not playing for second place. Bitch.
It's like I'm in a deer competition, and I'm like, Kyle, how much is your deer weigh? And he's like, it's a huge one, 182 pounds. And I'm like, that's wild, man. I shot a deer also. 700. It's 700 pounds. No, don't lift it out of the water. Its feet aren't cast in concrete, and they're not.
I want to show up with a deer head, and it's like a 192 point buck, and it's clearly just like tons of antlers taped together.
I use the old glued molten lead trick. Backfield its bones.
Yeah, that
Christmas tree of antlers.
That guy doesn't have any friends anymore, because his friends were his fishing friends. It's the community that he was a part, not just a part of, but like a leader in. Probably, he's one of the well-known guys. I never got into that shit, but I knew guys who did it and whose dads did it. And they had the fancy boats and all the rods, and they went to the tournaments, and they all aspired to do what this guy did. They're like, man, I just love fishing. It's that thing that's there.
I just can't seem to catch 93-pound bass. I don't know how he does it.
like everybody everybody who fishes for fun kind of wants to go pro a little bit if they're bass fishers in the South, because it's like, holy shit, you can get paid to fish. It's like crazy talk, right? It's the thing they sneak away from work to do. And here's this guy who he had it. Not only that, he was like the champ. And now he's got nothing. That guy's I bet that guy
less.
That guy's gonna kill. I mean,
you think so?
Yeah. It's lights out. What's he gonna do? Like,
he's not that famous. He could just restart life as
but it won't be a good life. Like he'll never be that. He had it. It won't be anything. He won't be able to be in the world of fishing. He can't compete in anything anymore. That guy shows up at a fucking Halo tournament. I'm calling him out. Let's crack open this kid's rig. Let's see what we got in here.
This PC's got fish fillets in it.
He can't get he couldn't go in a bass fishing video game tournament now. Like he's fucked, dude. His whole life's over.
Yeah. He can't go join the hunting community. They know. They'll be like, ain't you that failer done put lead in those fish? And they figure it out.
Yeah, he'd be cheating at that too. My dad's been hunting this year, I guess. I talked to him yesterday. He was like, "Yeah, I'm out here with a rifle. Heard there's a big deer around here. Everybody's been looking for him." So they're on the lookout for some apparently large buck who's been roaming the area. So it's rough when you're a big deer in the South because all the farmers start talking shit. They're like, "Yeah, we seen him yesterday. He was over in that field." You're getting called out like in Call of Duty. He's in the window, 3rd floor. He's got an AK.
Behind. This is to turn around to kill it.
Yeah. Farmers are like that. They're giving call outs to each other. So he's out in the field waiting with the rifle tonight.
I hope your dad gets it. I hope he gets the bragging rights of being the guy who takes it down.
I do too. Yeah, he hasn't killed one in a while. He hasn't really hunted. Well, we haven't hunted since I was a kid, really like hardcore into it.
Mm-hmm.
I think we both kind of got our fill of it in about a 3-year period of just going really, really hard at it and being real successful at it.
If it was like more active, deer hunting would be a great time.
Crow hunting is really
sitting
fun.
and waiting. Yeah, I don't know how to shoot a bow. Like I don't know how to shoot like a compound hunting bow.
Shotgun. That's what I was saying. Like you would like crow hunting a lot because that's you get there early morning and play a caller and they come and you shoot them and fuck them up and then you just like bounce to a new spot and repeat the thing. You're like driving around, getting out like anytime we would drive around, look for pecan orchards or just crows, and we'd pull over to a house and be like, "Hey, you live here? Yep. You own that? Yep. We shoot those crows? Yeah. Can we watch? Yep." And like we would ride around like all morning like that, like growing up. Like me and my cousin, as soon as I turned
just
16,
killing crows.
Yeah, it's a ton of fun. It's hunting, it's like dove hunting or anything else. They're very smart, they're very wily. You have to use that caller. If they come in and spot you and you miss your shot, they'll go back and talk shit and they'll stop coming. Like they have enough language that they can warn each other about people and they won't show up if the first crow that comes is the smart crow anyway. He comes and scouts things out. Yeah, because you're playing a tape of either a crow fighting a hawk or a crow being killed. So the lead crow is scouting things out for the murder, and he flies back and he's like, "Yeah, come on, we need help. That hawk's kicking Bill's ass." But but if you smoke him and he never comes back, all they hear is a fight. They think that he's in the fight now, so they just keep coming 2 or 3 at a time. You just pick them all off. A lot of fun.
I mean, that does seem kind of fun, but like a big part of hunting in like what I want out of it is that I can eat what I shoot.
Every now and then you catch one
not
alive.
Supposed to eat crows because that's
you wound
gross.
one. You can wound a crow. You can take him alive and you can make him talk. You shake him a little. You shake him a little, and then they'll hear that and they'll want to come help him out a little more.
Do you ever fry up some crow breast?
Every Sunday evening, have ourselves a big crow fry.
It's the crow. It's tearing up my insides.
I shouldn't eat that crow, Charlie.
Crow, Charlie.
Oh, I murdered that crow, and now he's eating up my insides. No, never ate crow. Literally, I've eaten a lot of metaphorical crow, but I've never eaten any literal crow. That just seemed like a bad idea. The saying alone kept us away from it. It's probably not that bad.
I mean, there must be. Do they just have like more parasites?
I think they're bony.
Than other birds?
Some birds just have like big juicy breasts that are tasty to eat, and maybe the crow doesn't. I don't know. I feel bad because they're so intelligent at this point because they're like really intelligent. Like I didn't care as a kid, and even as a younger man, I suppose. But now I kind of feel bad shooting one. That's why what I really want to hunt is a scary bear. I want to kill a fucking bear because fuck them. I don't feel sorry for them at all. When I see those grizzly bears on documentaries, I don't care if it's a cub or the mama. Kill them all. They need to die. We shouldn't let those live in our world. They shouldn't live in our world with us. So I really want to kill one. I don't care if I use a black powder gun or a bow. What I would love is to use like
fire,
a ballista or something, like one of those giant crossbows that you have to like mount on something. And I'd like to chase a bear down on like an ATV with a medieval ballista on the front. Yeah, like we're talking about like 1,000 draw pounds, right? We have to winch this thing. We have the electric winch on the ATV to cock her back, and it's gonna shoot like ballistas.
It's gonna shoot something the size of a broomstick.
Full Q. Imagine like a broomstick that's weighted and heavy, right? With a nice warhead on the front, big broadhead.
And you're in armor. because you are hunting a bear. You need to be safe.
No, I'm naked. I'm wearing a loincloth for this. This
Loose. You just
Yeah.
fire.
and I fucking get another gear and we keep going. Like, we gotta get the cubs too.
It punches like a railway spike-sized hole straight through the bear.
That's one thing I really have been wanting to do. Is kill a bear. Like one way or another. I don't want to kill a black bear. I want to kill a grizzly bear.
Yeah, black bears are like, they don't really want to mess with you. They're pretty
Big
nice.
raccoons.
Yeah, big raccoons. You should get like just kill a grizzly bear with a record, because like there are ones that they know about where they're like, there's a big grizzly that killed some kid
At a zoo?
in this park.
Yeah, there's one here at the
No.
Atlanta Zoo. I've been scoping him out for a while. They call him Big Joe. All right. And I see them feeding him and he loving him up, acting like he no. I look in that bear's eyes. I see hate.
Yeah,
I've been throwing him small amounts of heavy metals for the last few weeks. I'm playing the long game. Mercury poisoning.
Dog food soaked in antifreeze.
Yeah,
Poisoning bears at the zoo.
Yes, it's been poisoning bears at the zoo.
What a hilarious reason to go to jail.
Yeah. Not at the Atlanta Zoo, though. I'll tell you this: it's the safest zoo in America. You know why?
Why?
Because we allow concealed carry there. Nowhere else. There was a big to do. It was even a legal case, I think. And the zoo lost. And so
the zoo lost.
Clearly, because now you can pack heat at the Atlanta Zoo. It just seems like a good idea to me, frankly. What
do you think the most likely thing to need shooting at the zoo is?
Some kind of big cat. Definitely.
Another human, a big cat, a bear.
I bet if a big cat got out, I bet it's a real fucking problem.
So I think I agree with you, but I think the more likely scenario to actually happen would be if somebody fallen into an enclosure, right? And that's the monkeys. So whether the monkey or gorilla or whatever is actually going to hurt them, you get a Harambe situation, right? Where they're like, the kid's too close to that gorilla, or that gorilla's too close to that kid, and they shoot him.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
why
you gotta
did dicks out for Harambe become a thing? Like, why was that our reaction to a monkey murder?
Like we all felt bad that they murdered that gorilla, and we just had to get our dicks out, man. It was the only. It just felt right, you know.
Well, when you're right, you're right. All right.
Yeah. Sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't.
It never works.
It worked.
No more gorillas have been killed.
I remember dicks out for Princess
Touché.
Diana. That was a failure. You know?
Dicks out for Princess Diana. Yeah, no traction on social media.
You know what worked? Dicks out for Kevin Spacey.
It was dicks.
Yeah, he felt good about their tribute.
Yeah, dicks out for Harvey Weinstein. They had some good ones.
It's called dying for dick.